vacation. I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to another Monday with your boy Sean. It's your boy Sean. Welcome to the Reddit on Wiki podcast. And with me today, no John still. He'll be back soon, probably the next Monday, I would assume. But it's the sweet prince, Josh himself.
Hi, back from vacation, I hope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope. Both of us. Hopefully we have safe travels.
Yeah. I still don't have my passport yet. I'm very afraid.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you pay for like the rapid ship? Is that a
so I got this. I applied for it back in very early June. I want to say like the first or second day of June. And I called they're like, you'll get it in August. And I was like, okay. Didn't get it in August. So I called late August, early September. And I was like, hey, where's my passport? And they were like, oh, we haven't even processed it yet. And I was like, are you kidding me? And so they were like, would you like to transfer it to the Ottawa office so that we can expedite it? And I was like, yes, I leave in 2 weeks from when that phone call was. And they were like, okay, so someone's going to call you if they accept the transfer. And then it might go through, it might not. And I was like, okay. And so not even 2 days ago, yesterday, I get a phone call and they're like, oh, is this Josh? We got a transfer request. Your pictures weren't accepted because you had glare on your nose or something in the picture. And I was like, motherfucker, you could have told me this months ago. So I had to rush, get pictures, get my guarantor to sign it. And it was just a whole fucking mess this morning, rushing there. And yeah, so they said they're going to have it to me by Monday. And I leave Tuesday.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I am very stressed right now. It is a very stressful time for me. I don't think I will be not stressed until I'm on the plane. So
Good God. This might be the thing that pushes you over the edge and you start drinking in Greece.
No, because I'll be calm then. I'll be like, oh, I made it. Thank God. It'll be if I don't get to go to Greece. That'll be like, motherfucker. I gotta go join the truckers in their rally. Fuck you, Trudeau.
Fuck the government.
Yeah.
I want to say that a similar thing happened to Ryan on my bachelor party. Ryan from my other podcast.
Really? Because he's Canadian, right?
Yeah, he has dual citizenship, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he paid for expedited shipping on his thing, and he didn't get it until a few days before our trip to Cancun. He was like,
yeah, dude.
It's fucking stressful.
It's crazy. Was that in America or was that Canada?
America.
Oh, okay. So you guys are experiencing similar issues then, it sounds like.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, damn. Well, I mean, fingers crossed I get it. And otherwise, Santa's going to Greece. Santa's going to Greece without me, I guess.
I'll give it to Ringo.
Yeah, she did joke about that. Hopefully that doesn't have to happen.
Yeah. We're manifesting it. You're going to go, my guy.
Yeah. Well, this episode comes afterwards, so we'll find out.
We're manifesting that you're there right now.
Yes, exactly.
There it is. But yeah, it's a Monday episode, so it's a Reddit readings episode. Before I give you guys today's rundown of stories, Josh, do you want to give a shout out to some commenters in our various social medias?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, this is the section where I do TikTok, YouTube, Discord comments, all that kind of stuff. I think this is going to be the first time we ever do subreddit stuff.
Ooh.
So there was a few posts on subreddit, and the first one I wanted to address was a post by user Ketri, I believe, and it was titled Thoughts from a Fat Woman. And it's in response to a story we did a month ago, August, I think it was 22nd or something like that, where a listener's boyfriend wanted to keep the relationship a secret, presumably because she was conventionally overweight or whatever, if you remember that story.
Mm-hmm.
And so this post actually goes into like detail about Ketri's experience growing up experiencing fat phobia and like the microaggressions she faces every day. It's a very eye-opening story, and I urge everyone to go read it. We'll link it in the show notes. So go there, share love towards her, and share your stories if you have any, and hopefully we can. I would read it. It's very long. That's why I'm encouraging you to read it yourself and experience it. But hopefully, telling stories like hers, and we can shape a more accepting society for everyone. Yeah. So that's the first one I wanted to address. Any thoughts on that, Sean?
Yeah, I read that too. In fact, I was almost going to choose it as one of my Reddit reading stories, just to
okay. I almost spoiled the episode.
But I didn't really. I was like, maybe that's something that we should just tell people to look at. To check out the subreddit for that, because I don't know if that's, because you could post on the subreddit. I think the podcast maybe gets a little bit more ears than the subreddit gets eyes. So I don't know if maybe she wants it completely out there. So
yeah,
I chose against it.
We only want
it's a really good read.
Good comments towards her. We don't want any and I don't think our community would. We have a very positive community. But if we ever do see any like negative toxicity or anything like that, you're gone. So keep it positive and share your own stories and go check out Ketri's post, which we'll link again down in the show notes.
Yeah, they make a ton of great points, and
absolutely,
it was really informative if you don't know about that kind of thing.
Heart-wrenching in some sections, because I am traditionally like fairly average weight, you know what I mean? And so I've never experienced that kind of stuff, and hearing about it is very eye-opening for me. The second post I wanted to address is it's a wide pivot from the last story, but it comes from user Bread Tins, and it's titled Reddit on Wiki fanfic. And it goes on to say, I was re-listening to the last Smut episode, and it made me think of how as the podcast gets more popular, someone will eventually write fanfic and or smut about you guys, and I can't wait for the day you'll have to read it on the show.
Hey guys, stretch goal for Patreon. We will write, film, and star in our own fan fiction.
We're gonna write it too.
Yeah, we'll write it and we'll reenact it.
I hate everything.
Full
about
nudity.
This.
Does Patreon allow nudity? I don't know. We'll make it OnlyFans if need be.
I don't know if I want to do the nudity part. We can do reading.
It can be tasteful. You can do tasteful nudity.
Tasteful nudes.
People want it. They're clamoring for it, especially you. I don't think anyone cares for me as much.
I want, those, what I think would be hilarious is, because John really gets into them, right? I think it'd be funny if, those TikToks where people act out like roles between a couple, and it's one person acting out different roles. I think it would be hilarious if John acted out all the roles
of the smut. That would be fantastic.
Of the smut, yeah.
I don't know how much TikTok would not allow smut to get popular. I'm sure.
Oh, we wouldn't post on TikTok. I'm just saying the idea of John acting out all of the roles and just getting very into it, like, it's hilarious to me. So I enjoyed that one. And the final post I want to get to is from user Emirs, I believe. And they ask, can we talk about episodes here in reference to the subreddit? And that is an excellent question. And going forward, / a few weeks, because right now when we're recording, it's early September. So I've already started doing this. But every time an episode releases, we're going to put a Reddit post titled something like today's date episode discussion, and then everyone can discuss the episode or share updates to certain stories that we covered. If you want to discuss things there. Yeah, if there are updates, for sure, because sometimes it's hard to keep track of. People will be like, is there an update to this story? And I'm like, I haven't thought about that story for months. So if you do find updates to the stories we have talked about, like, we can share them there or stuff, whatever we happen to do. yeah, so those were the subreddits stuff I wanted to cover, and I'm super happy because we have tons of people using the subreddit, which is awesome.
Fantastic.
I think it's gonna pass our Discord numbers pretty soon, which is crazy.
Whoa, our Discord is pretty active too. So
it is, yeah. No, that I mean, it's they're both doing really really well, so it's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, it's super cool to see and talk and find ways to, we're talking in all the platforms that our Wikimaniacs are comfortable in: Discord, YouTube, subreddits, TikTok, Twitter. TikTok's harder.
Yeah, I was telling,
a lot of comments.
Sean. Yeah, I was telling Sean yesterday, I think it was. I was like, if you're looking for stories, we're tagged in a bunch on TikTok. Which, by the way, brings me to, I mentioned to Sean before the episode as well. I was like, I have a bone to pick with you, Sean.
With me?
With you. And John. Both of you, because you do the Monday episodes.
Seems racially charged, but okay.
Trust me, it has nothing to do with your race. But your favorite subreddit, True Off My Chest, Sean, has had a viral video blow up. I don't know if you saw it on TikTok. No. Where a man tells, presumably a man, talks about his...
is this is something that I have on my thing. I think it blew up on Twitter too. Is it about sex songs?
Yes, it is. Okay.
God damn it. Yeah, this is the one that I'm talking about that one today.
I was going to get so mad because we haven't, it's going to be way dead when we talk about it.
It's going to be dead by the time it comes out because we record so far in advance. But yeah, that's one of my stories.
I won't spoil it, but I was so excited about this one and I was mad we haven't done it. So I'm excited that we're doing it.
I was wondering if we could play like a clip of the song. Like, is there a 5 to 10 second allowance? How does that work? Podcast.
There might be. YouTube might be okay with that. I'll look it up and then I'll talk to Christina, our editor, and see if we can't throw in a snippet of the song.
Yeah, when we read it, I'll be like, and here's the song, and then we'll just edit that out if YouTube is being a little bitch.
I feel a lot of our listeners have the same algorithm, and so they will have heard this. I feel on their TikTok. You know?
I didn't see it until somebody posted it in our subreddit.
Oh, man. We're gonna
today.
I'll talk more about it, but it's amazing. It's been my favorite trend over the last few weeks.
Oh, weeks? It's been going on?
Yeah, probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks probably now. Yeah.
Shit. That's our bad, y'all.
It's going to be a month old by the time we talk about it.
No one's going to want to hear it. But maybe, how fast content moves by, it'll be like a nice little flashback again. They'll be like, oh, yeah, remember that?
They'll get nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia about it. All right, well, that's everything from our comments section. So let's go ahead and get into the stories this week. So
sounds good.
We have coming from relationship advice from the Wikimaniac subreddit, from Reddit on Wiki subreddit, user Cloupaz0175. I can't read. I'm sorry. This is my 35 male girlfriend, 35 female, tells her coworkers that we are cousins.
Oh.
I also have... Go ahead.
Oh, God. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
I also have from r/true off my chest. I think I've destroyed my marriage. My wife refuses to see me or speak to me. I'm not even allowed to know where she is.
Yeah, I think that would destroy it.
Yeah. I also have from Today I Fucked Up, as teased by Josh earlier. My 20 female girlfriend of 2 years told me the music that I, 25 male, played during sex is weird and a major turnoff.
Oh, I'm so excited.
After our ad break and before our This Day in History is from r/advice. My 28 female sister, 35 female, is demanding I either abort or let her have my baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You really went salacious with these titles today, Sean.
Yeah, they went crazy. I'm trying to make it easy for I guess I have to title my own episodes now. We're doing a new format. We're trying to get work off of Josh's hands. Yeah. So I'm trying to make it easy for myself now, I guess.
God damn, it must be nice.
Yeah. To be honest, I completely forgot that I was titling these whenever I pick these stories. So truly, my intent was to make it easy for you.
That's fair. That's nice of you.
I try sometimes, you know. All right, so this first story again is from r/relationship advice from our subreddit. It was posted by ClowPaz0175. Okay, so my 35 male girlfriend, 35 female, tells her coworkers that we are cousins. My girlfriend and I have been together for 6 years. She keeps hinting at wanting to get married and talking about what her wedding will be like someday. So I've decided to take the hint. I bought an engagement ring a week ago and am planning to pop the question sometime soon. Well, over the weekend, she had a work function. This was the first time she's invited me along. I'm not super outgoing, but I was kind of looking forward to meeting all of these coworkers she talks so much about. For some reason, every time we talked to somebody, she would introduce me as her cousin. I thought it was a joke at first, but she kept doing it all day.
What the?
When we were driving home, I asked her what all that was about, and she said, didn't want people to have the wrong impression. When I asked her what that meant, she said she didn't want to talk about it anymore, and I shouldn't be so upset. She then switched the conversation to her favorite TV show. Why would she introduce me as her cousin? Should I insist on her telling me why she did that before I proposed to her?
That's his question?
Yes, but there is an update.
Oh, okay. Can I respond to that first?
Yeah, you can respond.
Because there's a
first.
lot of weird things in that.
Yeah.
The first weird thing is like that it's been 6 years you've been with her, and this is the first time you've gone to a work function where it sounds like she's close with her work, like her coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's weird. Unless it's like a work from home thing, I guess. There's a few scenarios where it might not be weird, but it just seems odd that they haven't.
Work from home has only been like a big thing for the past 2 years.
2 years. Yeah, exactly.
Dating for
and
6 years.
And I feel like work functions were very big before 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Christmas or whatever. I mean, maybe they're just out of school or something and she just started work. Who knows?
Yeah.
So it could be weird. That could be a red flag. Yeah, it's also very weird that she's calling you cousins. Like, I guess, but even then, like, introducing someone as your partner at, like, a work event is fine, right? That's not weird. So I don't know. It's a very weird that
Unless
she's calling
you're trying
you
to
fuck someone else.
Yeah.
But also, why would you bring your cousin to a work event?
Also strange.
Yeah, that is weird. That's a weird move. So, yeah, I would definitely press more, and I'm curious to see what she says.
All right, let's get into this update. There was a lot of good feedback to my question, although some of it was fairly mean.
To him or her?
I don't know. I decided to give her a call and be very blunt with her. I asked her if she was cheating, and she seemed very confused. When I pressed...
phone call's weird. Why would you do it in person?
Yeah, for this kind of conversation, you think you should be in person.
It's been 6 years. That seems weird. I don't know.
Yeah. When I pressed, she got angry and told me she's always been faithful to her boyfriend. Now, it was my turn to be confused. And I asked, who was your boyfriend? Long story short, she's been dating another guy for the past year.
Wait.
She has been hoping that he would propose, hence all the wedding talk. And apparently, she's never thought of me as her boyfriend. I have misread the past 6 years very badly.
Oh my God. What the fuck? So this dude just thought they were dating?
For 6 years.
For 6 years. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? This is like this is like a nice guy where he's just like, oh, we were friends. And I thought we were closer. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. That is fucked up on so many different layers. Like,
oh, there's more.
Oh God. Like, did you do things that would imply that you were dating? Did you have sex? What is going on? Why did she introduce you as your cousin and not your friend, not a friend? I don't understand. There's so many questions.
I'm still confused. I've read this whole thing before, and I'm still confused a little bit, to be honest. But
holy.
To continue, she kept alternating between very apologetic, saying, I am so sorry that I gave you the wrong impression, and also, but how could you have possibly thought we were together?
Yeah, dude. That's on you.
Well,
unless
sir.
she is like saying we're boyfriend girlfriend. That's oh my God. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
No, you're
just
good.
Baffled.
It's an insane story. Well, sir, I feel pretty stupid right now, but on the bright side, I'm glad I found out now before I proposed. Now that would have been awkward.
Could you imagine?
I just got done signing up for a new Match.com account. This evening, I'm going to return the ring I bought, and I'm going to be hoping for a better day tomorrow.
So is that it? Sorry.
There's some more comments. So that was it, but then he put some comments for clarification.
Okay, put in some comments, and then I'll get my final takes on
this. Because some of you were asking, no, we were not having sex. I am asexual and don't really like sex.
Okay.
We would say love you to each other, but looking back, it was probably more of a friendly thing, kind of like a love you guys. We would hang out a lot and share a lot of our feelings. We sometimes would go to a movie together or grab dinner with just the two of us, but oftentimes we did things together as a group. Here's the worst thing I've read so far. One time that sticks out is that she organized a double date. Looking back now, I realized that I was actually supposed to be on a date with the other girl, while she was with her boyfriend. That explains a lot now, like why the other girl kept brushing up against me and stuff, and why she seemed really sullen at the end of the double date. Man, I'm such an idiot. Also,
man.
An answer to more questions. No, we did not live together. Yes, I met her family. We do not kiss. We have talked about having kids and being married, but in hindsight, I realized she wasn't talking about doing that with me. I have taken care of her while she was sick. I helped out when she injured her leg, but otherwise not really. We do not share a bank account. We do not call each other pet names. We do say love you, but again, more like in a love you guys sort of way, now that I'm looking at it. And holidays together, we have spent, but more so, it's kind of celebrated in a group setting. That's everything. Go off, Josh.
I don't even want to go off now. I just feel bad.
It's 6 years, That's rough.
Yeah. I mean, but I do know there are people like who, I have terrible social skills. So I can empathize with someone misreading social cues as something more, especially if they're, if they have like some social anxiety or social ineptitude or something like that. So, I can relate to that. Not to that degree ever though. That is an insane amount of time to think you're dating someone just to find out you've been friends for that long. And then also like, it's weird to me that they got over it so quickly. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, Match.com the next day. That would not be my move if I came to the realization that past 6 years of my relationship have been a lie.
Yeah.
And even in my own mind. And I'd be like, okay, I need to take a minute to, figure my shit out before I just hop back into the dating pool. Even like, cause if it was a real relationship and you come out of that 6 years, like that's traumatic. Like
you take pretty destroyed.
takes months and sometimes years to recover from that. And so the fact that they're just like, oh shit, I fucked up. Match.com, that's where I'm going next, is wild in a sense. But maybe I don't know.
I think that does speak to like, you know, how they take social cues. The fact that they were able to just go on Match.com the next day and like kind of just put the whole 6 years aside and be like, what a oopsies. What a hilarious oopsies.
God damn it, right?
Yeah, like, oops, I really messed that one up. I'm silly.
Yeah, like you grabbed the wrong order at a takeout window or something.
Yeah, his whole non-reaction is he had a ring. He was ready to propose.
Yeah,
so
like that is emotional, like confirmation. You're just like, okay, I'm ready to, you know, lock this down. That is going to be awkward after that to hang out with her. But like, I don't know. It's a very strange situation. I feel bad for him, and but it is at the same time like, how did you not figure that out or talk about it? Very weird for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I don't know. I've never been. I did, like I've said multiple times on this podcast, I didn't really date around a lot, so I don't know. Like, I've never experienced the not being clear with like terms on like what a relationship is.
Sienna and I kind of went through that. Not in like a severe sense, but like there was a point 2 summers ago before we were dating where Sienna's like, okay, we talk every day, we hang out all the time. Well, like we visit each other because we were long distance at that time. Mm-hmm. She's like, are we exclusive? And I was like, I thought we were. I have not been talking to anyone for a long time now. I thought this was what this was. And she's like, okay, good. I was just confirming because we'd never actually talked about it. And then like a while later, I asked her to be like my girlfriend or whatever officially.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I was so confused. I was like, oh shit, I thought we were. I had no other ideas about it. So
sometimes you can just slip into these things and not really know.
Oh, it happens, but it's definitely like it was like maybe 2 months before Sienna was like, are we like exclusive? It wasn't 6 years. You know what I mean?
6 years is a crazy. Also, like social media and stuff. If she, maybe they're just not into social media. But I'm like, a whole year of her dating a guy, you would think you would see like post of them together or something. Especially
if like you're a really good friend, like you would hang out with them, obviously, right?
Yeah, and wouldn't she talk to you about boyfriend things?
That's what I would think. I mean, maybe he just thought it was.
But maybe she was just talking about. Oh man,
it's weird that you talk about me in the third person.
Yeah, and my boyfriend was like, "What did I do?" So
is my pet name John? some other name.
It's weird how you call me another man's name, but okay.
Kind of into it, so it's fine, I guess.
All right, ready to move on to the next one? It's gonna be
I'll just like that other guy. I'm ready. Turn around quick.
Yeah, Match.com. We're ready. This one is taking a complete 180. This one is low-key, could have been saved for our Halloween episode.
These are all from the Wikimaniacs cross-posting on subreddit, right?
This one is from...
This is great. They do way better research than you guys.
Yeah, you guys are
already
amazing. This is from our listener with the Reddit username Desi Shea. She got this from, or they got this off r/true off my chest. This one is a wild one. It sounds like a TV show, and it's kind of scary.
Okay.
It's very upsetting, too.
Oh,
but
no.
Here we go. I think I've destroyed my marriage. My wife refuses to see me or speak to me. I'm not even allowed to know where she is.
Oh. Is this the dude that prank called his wife?
No. This one is much worse.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll buckle in.
I don't know if this thing goes here or not. I made a friend. Let's call him David. At the gym. We got on well, and the friendship started to translate outside of just being gym buddies. We regularly hung out after work or after the gym, and it was nice having a friend I could spend some time with. Almost 3 weeks ago, I invited him over to my house to have dinner with me and my wife. My wife and I cooked dinner, and at some point, her sister-in-law called asking if her 3-year-old son left his alligator socks at our house, as he refuses to breathe until he gets it back. And turns out he did leave it at ours.
Respect that.
My wife decided to drop it off. While my wife was away, David arrived. All was going well until my wife got back home and saw David. She suddenly started screaming, and I mean she was letting out some blood-curdling screams.
Oh, God.
She was just shouting for David to get out and waving a knife around. David left, and I asked her what happened, but she honestly couldn't talk as it seemed like she was having a stroke or a heart attack. So,
holy.
I called for an ambulance, and she was admitted at the hospital for having a severe panic attack. She was hospitalized for 3 days, and she did not speak the entire time to literally anyone.
Oh, my God.
On her release date, she just left, and no one would tell me where she was. I've called everyone we know, and no one will speak to me or tell me where she is. Then, finally, her sister texted me a long text that was full of expletives, but it did explain what I did wrong. David was the man who took her hostage for 9 days when she was 12 years old, and then stalked her for 7 years until he went to prison for another crime. He was never punished for raping her or for holding her hostage. I mean, my jaw fell to the ground. I knew all about this as she had told me about it from the beginning. I just don't know how I didn't recognize him. I don't know how to fix this. She refuses to speak to me or visit me, and I don't even know where she is now. Some extra information. Yes, I called the police, but according to them, he hasn't committed a crime. I invited him into our home, and it's not illegal to give someone a fake name or befriend me. Yes,
Jesus.
I've seen pictures of him, but I just forgot. I don't know how I forgot what he looked like, but I forgot nonetheless. I saw pictures of him in his late 20s and saw like 3 prison photos of him taken in 2017, 2018. Yes, he does look different now from those pictures, but not enough for me to not recognize him. I really don't have a reasonable excuse for not recognizing him. It is clear that David had planned this. He clearly befriended me to get to my wife. He also gave me a different name than his real name. I don't know where my wife is, as I am not trusted, I'm not allowed to know, and her family and friends have completely frozen me out. People have literally changed their phone numbers, privated all their social media. I mean, this isn't their first rodeo with this man. My wife was keeping track of him, but he was released earlier from prison, but the records were not updated. So we both were under the impression that he was still in prison, but he was released early December last year, and he went straight back to stalking her. And I let him into our lives. I let her into her private space. Of course, I regret everything that I've done. I wish I could have recognized him earlier, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. At the time of the rape and imprisonment, he was 22 years old and she was 12 years old. She knew him through his stepbrother, who was a fellow student of hers. David had his own place, and it kind of was the party house where all the kids went to. So he was the, quote, cool guy who hung around preteens and teenagers who he also sold drugs and alcohol to. Her family did try to go to court, but it was dropped by the persecutors. He also claimed she was his girlfriend and that she had run away from home. It was also known that she had a crush.
12.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was also known that she had a crush on him at the time, and his lawyers twisted it to fit his claim of her being his secret girlfriend.
Ugh,
it was a combination of slut shaming due to her having a crush on him and having visited his home on her own accord, lack of physical evidence, her inability to speak on the stand as she was too traumatized, her vulnerable home situation, her father was going through chemo at the time, and the unwillingness of the prosecutors to go after him. The stalking was taken slightly serious at the time, but he was ordered to stay away from her, but he repeatedly just broke the order. The one time he was punished by the judge, he was only given a few days in jail. So he continued to stalk her for years until he was arrested for another crime.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like I have a hard time blaming him, right? Because if he was under the impression that this dude was still in jail, why would he have thought to identify that person out in public? Whereas if he'd been warned, hey, this person's out, maybe he would have been a bit more alert and been like, oh, you actually kind of look familiar. Yeah, that's like, it's tough. Like, I understand the wife's not feeling safe with him right now and not feeling safe at home, so going off to be somewhere else. But for the family to entirely blame him and cut him out and not respond to anything is like horrible, because it's clearly not something he meant to do. And if like, it's tough. I like, there's no advice I can give this dude other than just like be patient. Let your wife, if she ever wants to talk to you again, come around on her own terms. Try to keep talking to the family and just be like, explain your side, and hopefully they understand over time. That's a tough situation, man. Like I said, it's
I don't
my
know
worst.
what I would do in that situation.
Yeah, that's my worst nightmare. Like ever doing something like that, and so. Like, I feel for him. And I know, like, I feel for the wife. Like, that's a horrible situation to be in and go through. And then to come home where you feel safe and just see your, sex offender right in front of you, and stalker. And like, that's traumatic. No wonder she had like the attack that she did, because that would be horrifying. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Other than that.
Yeah, I don't really. There's not much we can say, but it's just a shocking story.
Yeah.
We will move on to a brighter story, one that Josh was excited for. I really gotta start thinking about the stories I pick. I apologize. That's all me.
Yeah,
I feel like John right now. Don't
get me wrong. Stories like these are good to discuss and talk about, because they do happen. I want to hear kind of what the Wikimaniacs would recommend for this one. Whenever we ask for that, we always get really good advice or points about it. So if you could, in the comments, just let us know what advice you would give this person. Any other things we missed about it, because I'm sure we did miss a lot of it. So that's my call to action for that story. It's a heartbreaking story. That's all I've got to say right now.
All right, we'll take another 180 to a hopefully funnier story. This is from
spinning around today.
Yeah, just spinning. We're getting dizzy.
We're spinning around like this guy does in bed.
Jesus Christ. This is from Today I Fucked Up, shared by our listener, Reddit user ShadowCatMD. Today, my 20 female girlfriend of 2 years told me that the music that I, 25-year-old male, played during sex is weird and a major turnoff.
And spoilers, it's very fucking weird.
The song is not great.
It's terrible. Oh my God.
A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better, as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. I read online that you could play music and match the rhythm in order. Sorry, I know the story, so just the fact he's matching this rhythm is so good.
Yeah.
But you could play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance. I searched love-making songs and started slowly creating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm with. There are a few songs to my playlist. However, there is one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates and says...
What?
And
Wild
says
that this one's his favorite.
Also, if he was searching like love-making songs, how did he find this? Because it's not that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what I hope we can play a clip of it, and I hope our Wikimaniacs have heard it, because it is the weirdest song that you would imagine to have sex to. It's truly wild. Continue, Sean.
Yeah, I just cannot. But my favorite song, my girlfriend hates and says turns her off in a major way. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me that she hates this song. It's a good love-making song with good rhythm. I feel the way I fucked up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she likes the playlist or any song she'd like to add or change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our sex life is great, but in her eyes has just been ruined by my music, has left the whole situation feeling awkward, and I'm a bit annoyed. I pretty much played the tune every single time, so the amount of times she must not have been enjoying it, when I thought the complete opposite is annoying, but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners. However, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her. It's fucked up.
It's hilarious that he did this to other women, too. And all of them didn't say anything.
I mean, when you're trying to get yours, I guess you're just trying to get yours.
I guess, but if someone turned, I wouldn't be able to stop laughing.
I think immediately I would have been like, "Whoa, what?
This is wild." Wow.
I think we should change the song."
Oh my God.
It's fucked up the relationship, to be honest, because now sex feels awkward. The other day, we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop.
Just hilarious.
That's the first time I read that, I legit laughed out loud at that part. I thought this song was perfect, and I always thrust along with the tune and feel it gives me the perfect rhythm for doing the deed, too. I usually bust to the song and find it devastating that she hates it. Oh, I forgot he said that. This is his climax song. Oh, man. And if we could play a clip, this is where Christina will put in a 5 to 10 second clip. But if not, you could just YouTube you can YouTube Hudson Mohawk with an E, and the song is called Cbat. C-B-A-T.
Yeah. The first comment on there, it says, "A moment in silence for that poor woman suffering 2 years of this."
But Josh, have you seen this? As of 4 days ago, he has written an update.
Oh, maybe. I might have seen this.
Here we go.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. This exploded way more than I expected and has been overwhelming with the messages, but thought I'd give an update. The attention hasn't been exactly positive, and this hasn't been the best thing to happen for my relationship, and it's now sadly over.
Oh, no.
I didn't expect it to blow up so much. I should have used an anonymous name instead of my real name and our real ages. For Wikimaniacs reference, the Reddit user who wrote this, their Reddit username is their first and last name.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going on subreddits like True Off My Chest.
Yeah. my
Oh
guy.
no. That sucks.
He posted on Today I Fucked Up, but maybe he posted on multiple subreddits and just got, maybe he's
that's
riding the
true.
fame. But
Yeah.
he said there aren't many 25-year-old Tyler Lifes who are in a relationship with their significant other for 2 years who is also 20 years old.
Oh,
Unfortunately, her younger sister recognized this, showed her parents who weren't happy at all, and made the
no.
situation
Why would you do that?
extremely awkward.
That's a fucked up move of the sister to do.
Yeah, that's a fucked up
Jesus.
move.
Oh.
What made it more
Hey.
awkward and cemented the fact that it was me is that they recognized the song. Once at a family dinner,
No.
once at a family dinner, we were discussing music tastes, and my ex-girlfriend stated that I have an odd taste in music. Everybody laughed and pressed me to play something from my phone of what I like as music, to which I then blessed their ears with Seabat.
Okay. I will say that's not where I thought that was going. I thought it was going to be like they noticed it because I played it in my girlfriend's room when we were doing
Oh, no,
time and day
that's
over.
bad. That's bad.
But that's better. But yeah,
But still
It's
not
so
great.
unfortunate. Oh my god.
Her father laughed and said it was terrible. I guess we all have different tastes. Although I nodded in agreement at the time, I was thinking in my head, now this is a great fucking song. We are now over, and I am moving
A great
on.
fucking song. Get it?
Jesus. I already revealed my face on TikTok, but with the amount of hate I originally got, I decided to say I didn't have it and backtracked.
That's not fun. Come on, guys.
Yeah, be nice about it.
Yeah.
It's a song he
You
likes.
don't-
There's no reason to bully this guy.
Yeah. Listen, it's a weird thing that he did, but it's not like illegal or like traumatizing, and she could have brought it up at any point. So it's not like it's the end of the world. It's just this really cringe thing that he did. You don't have to bully him for it.
Yeah.
Come on.
I didn't think the song is that bad, and I had no idea she didn't like it until recently. And as soon as I did, I stopped playing it. I did not force her into Seabat. Not all can handle Seabat. I know it's different. I know a lot have asked for a face reveal and for the playlist reveal. My playlist I actually burned onto a CD and have been using my
Damn.
CD player. Going old school. But I'll go on YouTube and try to link all the songs into one playlist and share with you guys. And that's it.
Holy shit. That is
Oh, man. I wish we could listen to the song.
Yeah. I mean, we could. Just might
true.
have to cut it. But yeah, that's unfortunate that people are like bullying you and getting really personal. Like the parasocial relationships are weird online. And that's a weird one where it did take off on TikTok and got like millions and millions of views.
Oh, man.
With the text-to-speech robot Reddit story that I saw. And they're putting us out of business.
I know.
But yeah, that is unfortunate that it ended your relationship. Yeah, I mean, maybe find a girl that also enjoys Seabat and you guys can go to town
Yeah.
listening to it.
Climax
You know, that's
together
all you
to
gotta
Seabat.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Um,
going to be a lot of thirsty Seabat fans finding you now. So there's
I
one
would
upside.
imagine so.
They're
Yeah,
going to be like,
and I
somebody
mean-
else fucks to Seabat? Hell yeah.
Seabat, the band actually responded
Oh,
on
no.
TikTok, the guy. And so maybe you could do like some sort of collab with them. That'd be fun. It'd be cool if you did like a music video of you having like quote unquote sex to the song.
Oh, God.
These are ideas for free I'm giving you here. Come on.
I know.
Oh,
Come on,
God.
Tyler
Yeah,
Life.
this is one of the best Today I Fucked Ups in history. And I'm so glad we did it. I'm sad John's not here. I would feel he would have some great takes on it.
Oh, he would have loved it. In fact, I feel like he would have incorporated this song somehow into his love life.
into his sex life, actually.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he has like a speaker system throughout his whole house?
I don't doubt it.
Something like that.
And
I think he
anytime
said
he's ready,
something like-
he'll pump up the CBAT.
Yeah. His wife might leave him. Today I fucked up. I also played CBAT.
I also played CBAT. All right, well, that's it for this part. We're going to go into an ad break, and then we will be right back. Hot girl summer is coming to an end, ladies. But that doesn't mean the end of smooth legs and scaped sacks. If you and your man haven't been scaping your bikini lines and his jugs down under, it's not too late to grab the best tools to sweep up those pesky pubes. The leader in below-the-waist grooming is here to make sure your pubes are feeling smoother than a beach ball and to make sure his nuts smell fresher than your pumpkin spice. Start the new season the right way and join over 6 million individuals worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code REDDIT at manscaped.com. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep that summer bod in check for the fall. Whether you're gifting it to your man or using it on your bikini line, let's keep your brushes tamed with the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. Their package also includes the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, the Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor and a new multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock and gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. And did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Whether you're hopping in the shower or hitting up the lake, this razor will devour even the strongest pubes. Real strong on the H's there. Now that you have the perfect haircut, use Manscaped's liquid formulations to keep that freshness even at the hottest barbecues. Most importantly, use the Crop Preserver ball deodorant to stay cool in the heat. With a soothing aloe vera formula, it's the best in the business for below-the-waist freshness, and this clear drying formula will keep looking good while smelling good. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag, which will both bring your comfort to another level. And if you're not taking your man to get a pedicure, then he needs the Shears 2.0, a luxury nail grooming kit. This kit includes stainless steel nail cutters, tweezers, and grooming scissors. With the Performance Package, his sack will be smoother than beach balls, but make sure you cover the rest with the Shears 2.0. So, if all of that sounds great to you, you can get 20% off plus free shipping with the code REDDIT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code REDDIT at manscaped.com. Hot Girl Summer doesn't need to end when you and your man keep it smooth all season long. Fist bump. And we're back. I'm going to try and speed read through this one because we got kind of a time limit. But this is from Wikimaniac from our subreddit, Turtles Can Fly 7.
Nice.
Cross-posted from r/advice. My 28 female sister, 35 female, is demanding I either abort or let her adopt my baby.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We did, this is kind of spoilers for Friday's episode because Sienna and I have already recorded Friday's episode.
Oh, okay.
We actually did one from Turtles Can Fly, so they're very active in our subreddit.
Thank you, Turtles Can Fly 7.
Shout out to them.
So, I, 28 female, am currently 19 weeks pregnant. My partner, 29 male, and I are very excited as this is our first baby and we have been trying for a few months. We announced the pregnancy a month ago at a dinner party that we hosted, and everyone seemed surprised and overjoyed. My sister, 35 female, who I will call Kay, immediately burst into tears and asked me how I could do this to her. I stared at her and asked, "What?" She started ranting, saying that I always got everything I wanted, which is not true. I worked very hard for all that I have. And
The fuck?
that she knew I got pregnant just so I could rub her infertility in her face.
Oh my God.
She screamed at me for 5 minutes about how I didn't deserve to be a mother and she should be the one pregnant right now. My parents left with her soon after, and the party was basically over. I was really disturbed by my sister's reaction because we had been pretty close before and she had never done anything like this. Kay called me the next day, apologizing for how she acted at my announcement and asked if we could meet out for coffee. I accepted. We met up and she pretended as nothing had happened. Then she started a big speech about her infertility, how heartbreaking it is to be growing life inside of her just to lose it, and how she had always wanted children of her own. She then proceeded to ask me if I could consider getting an abortion to make things,
No.
quote, fair,
What?
or letting her adopt my baby. I stared at her and asked her if she was being serious. She said she was. I dropped my part of the bill on the table and left.
Okay.
L.
Wait, sorry. I just want to interrupt here.
No, yeah. Go ahead.
On this part. That is extremely fucked up that you want someone else to experience that trauma.
Yeah.
Just to make things quote unquote fair. It'd be one thing if you asked your sister to be a surrogate for you so that you could like have a baby, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is just fucked up to put that kind of and I don't get me wrong, I feel for the sister. Like, she has gone through a lot of trauma. It sounds like she's lost a few pregnancies, which is extremely traumatizing and very, very, very sad, honestly. But to ask your sister to go through the exact same trauma is fucked up. Like, to wish that upon anyone is fucked up, because you know how it feels. Why would you force someone else to go through that? Like, I mean, I guess that's generational trauma, but Jesus Christ, to watch it in action is just fucking wild. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like having someone die close to you and being like, man, I hope you get to experience that too. I hope somebody close to you dies too. Like, what?
That's what I mean.
So weird.
It's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Okay, put it this way: if she had a kid, say Kay, it was Kay, right? Kay had a kid, and OP had a kid. Say her kid got sick and passed away, God forbid. Would she be like, okay, you need to get rid of your kid? Like, that's the exact same situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like, holy fuck. I continue. Sorry. But
no worries. It's fun.
I just had to hop in there on that one.
It goes, she continues, L, who I assume is Kay's husband or partner. They don't really discuss.
Okay.
But L texted me a rant that night about how I've made Kay cry, and how all they want was to be parents, and that this meant so much to them, and that I, quote, owed them for being more successful than them.
Oh my God.
My partner and I invested many years into our jobs, and we have worked very hard to earn what we have now. I told them my partner and I had been hoping for kids too, and that I was not giving up my baby. L hung up on me.
Have you seen that Key and this is completely left field and way more funny than it's supposed to be, but have you seen that Key and Peele bit where he's like they're like two friends sitting on a couch and he's like, I wrote a song for you, man.
I
He's
saw
like,
TikTok
oh, that's
of
funny.
this recently.
He starts singing about how he made him, how we made him successful, and how everything he's done is attributed to him. He's just singing it towards him, and he's just like, what have you done to help me succeed? And he's just singing bars about how he's made his friend into what he is today. And that's the vibe I get.
It's wild how good those skits still are.
Oh,
Truly,
they're so fucking funny.
Truly timeless.
Anyway, that just reminded me of that. I thought it a weird connection, but funny.
No worries. She sent me a long letter, about 4 pages, about how she had always wanted to be a mother, and I should consider either getting an abortion or letting her adopt my baby. How I should care about my older sister's happiness, and how she would make a better mom. How the oldest kid should have the first grandchild, and how I could always just get another baby because it was, quote, so easy for me to conceive.
There are other children up for adoption that she could easily adopt.
Yeah.
Does she know this? Is she aware
Lots
of
of children in the foster system.
Yeah, come on. Like, there's so many ways
Kids
to do
that
this. You
need
could get someone else
parents.
to be a surrogate for you if you'd like, but this
Or
is weird.
IVF.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have to be the first child to have the grandchildren. My brother has kids, and he's younger than me. So, it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how old you are.
It does not. After that, she quieted down some, and I thought we were done with this, except it wasn't. She had posted my sonogram onto her Facebook and captioned it, Elle and I are expecting. We can't wait to meet our little princess. I was seeing red. I texted her and demanded that she takes the post down. No reply. I texted Elle. No reply. So I called my mother, told her what happened, and she was able to make Kay take the post down. Kay had called me petty for calling our mom and continued to demand I give up my baby. I sent her a letter explaining that I had had enough of her nonsense. I am keeping my baby and that I recommend that she get some help. I added that if she continues, I will not hesitate to call 999. This weekend,
like they're 911.
I'm guessing. I don't know what country has
that seems like
999.
more easily butt dialed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know where that is, but that's interesting.
This weekend, however, was the absolute last straw. My mom and dad, they spell mum, mum, M-U-M.
So they're probably British or
British.
UK.
Yeah, listen back to our Harry Potter smut episode if you want to get mad. My mom and dad. Oh, that's Patreon exclusive, right?
It's Patreon exclusive. Yeah. So you have to join the Patreon to see that.
To truly burn your ear holes. Anyways.
Yeah.
My mom and dad have a spare key to my house, and while she was over at their house for a brunch, she took the key. While my partner and I were at work, she broke into our house and stole all the clothing, blankets, nappies, bottles, and pretty much any other item we had bought for the baby except for furniture.
Holy shit.
It was later returned after my mom found it in her car. I called 999, but they told me I couldn't do anything because I had no proof and because it was all returned. My partner and I are moving in April, but I'm still scared my sister will find out where we live and take my child. I get that she's upset and jealous due to her infertility, but that shouldn't mean I have to give my baby up. My parents know about this, and they have been doing their best to get her some help. She doesn't want to adopt because she wants a child that's her own flesh and blood. I'm due in August, and the stress she's causing cannot and will not be good for me or the baby. My partner is looking into a cease and desist letter. Is there anything else I should do or say?
Is there anything else you should do or say? I don't know if there is anything you can say. She seems very unhinged.
And also the
like
partner
I said,
also seems unhinged for being...
Well, I mean, I'll be
so
fair to
down
him.
for
He's
this.
gone through similar, like, not the same trauma because it's obviously not his body, but losing a child, right? Many times.
yeah.
So
But posting a sonogram and then stealing all that stuff.
yeah,
That's and
then
not
also, like,
that's not, all there. I don't think that's all there.
okay, but I'm still going back to the first conversation where she was like, yeah, you should have an abortion
Also
for
wild.
me. Like, that is probably the most fucked up thing out of all of those things. Like, she seems to be just very unhinged, and I really recommend getting her help somehow. I don't know if that's possible, but that's a scary situation. Very scary. I don't know what to do because that's like family. And it seems like everyone, like the mom is obviously looking into getting help, but how has this not been addressed earlier? Holy shit. Like, this is wild.
Yeah. That's fully unhinged, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it's now that we've gotten to a point in the podcast where, you know, we've gotten a decent amount of like people listening, and people will correct us and be like, you can't say like, you know, you don't want to diagnose somebody pretty much.
No.
Of course, we're fucking idiots. The three of us are not, you know.
We just say get
experts.
Therapy, so it's generalized.
Yeah, we generalize.
But everyone should get therapy. So
yeah, I think she definitely needs therapy or something.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
I don't think this is her right now. I think something is up. You know what I mean? Especially if y'all were so close, like you say y'all were. Something is up.
Well, like, and she probably has gone through some traumatic experiences, and at some point something triggered her, like the announcement triggered her, and she's just been on this path of, well, if I can't have a child, then you can't either. And yeah, you're probably right. This is not her. It's just she has, you know, been triggered and has not come back from this, you know, manic episode or whatever it happens to be. And so she does need to get therapy. Both of them, her and her husband seem to need to get therapy. And like, there's a level of empathy, but at the same time, you have to worry about your own family and your own family's safety. And so if moving and cutting them off for a while until your sister is back to who she, you know, used to be and is stable, that might be the best plan of action. Just let you, and it's tough because you don't want to move away and then have your parents not see the kid for a while, right? But yeah, I think it might be a sacrifice you have to make for a little while, which is tough. It's tough and no one's
sides.
Yeah, because I like I said, I do feel empathy for the sister, but you need to get help so that you can be a sister again instead of whatever this is. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that. I think that's all I got.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I've already said it. Like everybody has to like work to get them some kind of help.
Yeah.
Because really I don't think that's your sister, how she usually is. You know what I mean? So like Josh said, moving away, cutting off everybody, unfortunately, is probably your best bet.
For a little while, at least until like you know she's doing okay again, and like, and even then, I don't know if I'd bring your child around her right off the bat. Maybe just go see her by yourself, and then slowly reintegrate back into their lives, just to try and avoid triggering anything. But like, that's something you're gonna have to work on as an entire family with your parents. Because, I mean, if I was the mom, I'd be way more terrified right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She might be. It just seemed like it was kind of like, oh, my mom's now looking into getting her help, but it's like, it probably should have happened a while ago. But
yeah, as soon as the outburst happened, probably should have looked for a therapist.
Like, I would get if it was the first outburst, but then when it was after she'd calmed down and still asked you to get an abortion, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, you need help. Like,
yeah,
the first outburst could just be like, oh, she was triggered, like this happened, and like, you know, that happens, right? It doesn't mean you need help. It just could be something that one instance. But it was when she calmed down and then was still like, no, you need to give me your baby or abort it. That's when it's like, okay, you're not in a good place right now. You need help. So yeah, you're not the asshole.
All right, with that being said, we're going to get into our This Day in History segment. And then It'll be peace out.
And then what? And then what?
Without further ado, this day in history. Welcome back, Wikimaniacs, to This Day in History, a series where we, your favorite TikTok boys, take you back in time to learn more about what happened on this day. Today's date is September 26th, and hopefully you are ready for a debate because we're taking things back to 1960. It seems to be a theme here on this day in history. The iconic duo of the Kennedys and the 1960s. Why? Well, it's either because our writer Alex has a fascination with the two, or maybe because they're overly highlighted things in North American history. Nonetheless, we're back to discussing the two, but we're throwing in some more politics in today's discussion. When it came to voting for the next United States president in 1960, American citizens were prompted to choose between Democratic leader John F. Kennedy and Republican Party leader Richard Nixon. Although this presidential campaign came with some controversies, such as alleged voting fraud, we're actually focusing on a notable media advancement that took place. On September 26, 1960, Kennedy and Nixon participated in the first presidential nationally televised debate. The debate was reportedly held at WBBM TV in Chicago, Illinois. According to Wikipedia, Howard Kingsbury Smith moderated the debate along with panelists Sander Banocure, Charles Warren, Stuart Novins, and Bob Fleming. For those who may recognize Howard's name, he apparently was part of the Murrow Boys, a group of CBS radio journalists who broadcasted before and during World War II. Howard would reportedly cover Germany before Pearl Harbor and later reported from Switzerland and France. Although this televised debate sounds like a groundbreaking moment for both the presentation of American politics and also media progression, not everyone involved was feeling it. Supposedly, Nixon refused to wear makeup for the first debate. This refusal meant that his facial stubble showed prominently on the black and white television screens. Reports claimed that during the debate, Nixon started sweating under the studio lights, which wasn't hard to miss for the viewers. To be fair, I think for many, it would be hard not to get sweaty in that situation. Well, if the stubble and sweat wasn't bad enough for Nixon, his light gray suit faded into the backdrop of the set and seemed to match his skin tone. Nixon's mother, Hannah, reacted in the only way a mother would, by calling immediately and asking if he was ill. To just emphasize how unwell Nixon was looking, apparently Chicago Mayor Richard J. Daley said in an interview, quote, "My God, they've embalmed him before he even died," end quote. Besides the refusal of makeup, Nixon had other reasons why his performance was what it was during the first televised debate. Supposedly, Nixon claimed that he had hit his knee on a car door in Greensboro, North Carolina, after which he had to be hospitalized for a staph infection. According to the New York Times, Mr. Nixon was hospitalized for 12 days for treatment of hard word to pronounce, and I apologize in advance, a staphylococcus infection. Definitely not right. On his left knee. Needless to say, there's a chance Nixon probably felt as bad as he may have looked on camera. Well, that, Wikimaniacs, is what happened on September 26th, 1960. Today's lesson on this great debate wouldn't have been made possible without the following resources: Wikipedia, the New York Times, and Britannica. So, again, thank you for Alex for getting that all written up and researched for us. But it wouldn't be a This Day in History segment without giving a shout out to all of our patrons. So let me pull up all our patrons here. We are at holy moly, we're at 101 patrons, guys. That means that coming up soon, we will be filming and recording. Those are the same things, but anyways, we will be doing a Hot Ones episode with your boys. So the three of us will be answering questions while eating very, very hot chicken wings. And the only way to see that or to hear that or to experience that is to be a patron. So if you're a patron, congrats. That's coming your way soon. If you're not a patron, you're going to want to hop on patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. The link is in the show notes. And yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, hop on that, join, find the tier that you like, and become a patron. But with that being said, it's time to give a shout out to our 101 patrons. We can't thank you guys enough for keeping the show afloat. Yeah, it's incredible. It's insane. 101. We have to keep making stretch goals. It's a good problem to have. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. And we hope you enjoy the stuff we do for you guys. And if not, let us know what more you would like. We're here to serve you. All right, so let's give a shout out. Here we go. This is always difficult, and I always get anxious. Shout out to Evelyn, Christine, Pixel Mom EG, Kite, Heather, Caitlin, Kelsey, Andrea, Jillian, Aaron, Kawina, Renee, Apolline, Rhonda, Stephanie, Rhiannon, Christine, Juice Machine, Kate, Carolyn, Rihanna, Mary Elena, Neen, Amanda, Adam, Jacqueline, Michelle, Allie, Ashley, CJ, Cicely, Haley, Brittany, Little Rosie, Aurori, Saskia, Andy, Sky, Lucilini, Amber, Reed, Noah, Itzel, Nelly, Sasha, Megan, Alex, Caitlin, Casey, Ringo, Paula, Dan, Rochelle, Carrie, Barry, Dee, Mariana, Ekaterina, Jen, Jenny, Leanne, Elizabeth, Corey, Carter, Amber, Dominique, Marine, Chantel, Tiffany, Risa, Kieran, your girl Diana, Catherine, Diana, Erica, Alina, Nia, Jen, Crystal, Danielle, Michelle, Alexis, Jasmine, Miss Doolittle, Mary Ann, Sarah, Free Gnomes, Susan, Phantom Fox 98, Dan, A Spooky Tales, Blurina, Katie, Ileana, Micah, Valentina, Alex, Haru, Aaron, Gabby, Lindsay, and the OG of OGs, Vina. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show financially. If you're not in a spot to support us financially, or if you just flat out don't want to, that's fine too. But if you can't support us financially, support us by, listening to the show, which you've already done. Share with some of your friends. Maybe give us a review on wherever you're listening and or watching. And maybe you can even hit us up on our subreddit or hit us up on our Discord. Just say hi. But yeah, thank you guys to all the listeners, patrons and non-patrons. Thank you to Alex for writing this day in history. And thank you, Christina, for editing. I'm sure I fucked up a bunch, so Christina is here to make me specifically sound good. Josh and John are usually fine, so thank you, Christina, for all that you do. And yeah, let's get back to the episode. Love you guys. Bye. And that's it for this day in history. Thank you for listening. Another shout out, I'm sure I already did it 5 times, to Alex from Weird Distractions Podcast and all the Patreons. I, of course, shout you guys out every This Day in History.
And shout out to Christina, our new editor.
Shout out to Christina, our new editor. Can we slam dunk on our old editor yet, or no? Is that...
I want to wait until John's here so we can all do it collectively as a family.
All right. Yeah. A jumping of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. We'll wait. We'll wait until our contract's up.
God damn it. All right. Well,
gotta love it.
That's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening all the way to the very end. If you want to get more of our show, we have the subreddit. We got the Discord. We got Twitter. We got TikTok. We got YouTube. We got Patreon. We're on Instagram. I don't know if I said that already, but all of those will be in the show notes. We got all that stuff. We're very easy to find and talk to. And
we're pretty easy.
Yeah, we're pretty just easy in general.
Yeah.
So
easy going.
If you want to talk to us, if you want to submit a story, you could hit us up on any of those things. The subreddit is probably the best place to share a story, but you could say hi to us wherever.
Yeah. Discord is active. I haven't been as active. I won't probably be active until October, to be honest. I apologize for that. just because I've been getting on the trip, and we're trying to record. We've recorded so many episodes the past few weeks. It's crazy. Just so that we can make it through to October. But yeah, appreciate all the support and love.
Love you guys.
And hopefully I get my passport.
Josh is in Greece right now, and I'm in San Francisco. You'll love to see it. We're all vibing.
Wow.
All right.
Almost opposite time zones.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk for 2 weeks, probably.
That's all right. We've
That's
talked
fine.
so much in the past 3 weeks that it makes
That's true.
up for
Yeah.
it.
We're sick of each other, right?
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
All right, well, that's it for this week, Wikimaniacs. We love you guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.